Well, well, well. If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Family, if you can't tell, I got some extra energy today. You know, first of all, it's cold as hell in Houston. Fam, it's so cold. How cold is it? I don't want to look out the window for fear. Looking at the ice on the ground may make me shiver. Man, it's cold out there. Good God, it's cold. Oh, man. Hold on, fam. Son. Hey, I'm in the middle of a live, right? But I do need to talk to you. So call me back in like 1 hour. Yeah. Be sure to call me. All right. Well, I'm thinking we need to get together and get up out of Houston. So that's why I want you to call me. Yeah. All right. Okay, fam. Sorry about that. That's the first time I've ever done something like that. And I don't mean any disrespect, but we got a slight crisis going on right here. And I had to talk to my son. I had spoken to him since all this stuff been going on in Houston. You know, the weather's really, really bad. But I didn't want to put you guys on hold to talk to him. But at the same time, I didn't want to miss his call. So moving forward. This is a big day, fam. This is a big day. Rush Limbaugh is dead. Rush Limbaugh, you know, it's sad for a lot of people because he did so much to divide us. That's right, fam. He did. Rush Limbaugh was always talking about things that would separate the blacks and the whites and the immigrants, the Mexicans, the straights, the gays, the Christians, the Muslims. He's just one of those dudes that just, he thrived off of separating people. That's what he did. That was his hustle. And, that's people in America that's part of that old America who loved him to death because he represented what they love about America: the racism, the division, the hate. So I know that some people like to pretend like when people die, some people like to pretend that, well, you can't say anything bad about a person if they die, when they die. Now, I disagree. I think just as you can say something good about a person because they lived that life, that's the life they lived, then you should be able to say something bad. And perhaps that person don't even see what you're saying as being bad, right? Think about what I'm saying. Some people live their life in a way that they think what they do, the way they are, is nothing wrong with it. So this boils down to perception. I really don't believe that Rush Limbaugh thought anything was wrong with him. I don't think he thought that he had any issues. He thought, hey man, long as I get a charity, I can say what I want to say. I can do what I want to do. I can hurt as many people as I want to hurt. I think that we all preach our own eulogies by the way we live. And when you die, people's remarks should be consistent with the way you live. I know I want mine to be consistent because I believe in what I stand for. I stand on my convictions. So if anybody got something to say about what I said, what I did, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with somebody saying, oh, Willie D said this. I ain't got no problem with that. Oh, Willie D did this. I ain't got no problem with that. Because if I didn't want you to talk about it, if I didn't want somebody to mention it, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have said it. Well, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would have anyway. And maybe I don't want anybody to say something or do something. But that's life. We got to take our bitter with our sweet, right? That's life. So dude is dead. You know, I tried to watch Rush Limbaugh just to see what he was talking about a few times. And whether you turn on the television on Monday and then didn't watch again until Friday, he was on the same thing, division. That's what he did. That's what he specialized in. Go back and listen to his stuff. He seldom, well, not seldom, but I've never heard him get on a broadcast and try to bring opposite sides together. He was quite okay with opposite sides being apart and being driven further apart. And he was okay with being the catalyst for that. He had no problem with that. So I have no problem saying what it is. I have no problem speaking on it. I think he would have wanted it. You know, when people die, people say, well, he would have wanted it. I think he would have wanted it. I think for all of those racist people out there that was attracted to Rush Limbaugh, I think them sitting around the house talking about how they lost a great racist, how they lost one of their greatest allies, is going to make him rest in peace. At least that part will. I think he's gonna be okay with that, because that was the fuel that ran his engine. I think he's gonna be okay with that. Just like Roger Ailes. I think that dude was okay till the day he died with the way that he's just perpetuated division across the country. Let's see what Fox News said about him. You know, Fox News love to lie. So let's see what they said about him. Rush Limbaugh, the monumentally influential, it's like they was trying to find a word that was bigger than the word that they already had. Like, okay, he's influential, but we're going to make him monumentally influential. Media icon who transformed talk radio and politics in his decades behind the microphone, helping shape the modern day Republican Party. Understand what the modern day Republican Party represents, fam. They said he helped shape the modern day Republican Party. He died Wednesday morning at the age of 70 after a battle with lung cancer, his family announced. Limbaugh's wife, Catherine, made the announcement on his radio show. Losing a loved one is terribly difficult, even more so when that loved one is larger than life. Rush will forever be the greatest of all time. Greatest what of all time? Anyway, the radio icon learned he had stage 4 lung cancer in January 2020. and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Trump at the State of the Union address days later. First Lady Melania Trump then presented America's highest civilian award to Limbaugh in an emotional moment on the heels of his devastating cancer diagnosis. Limbaugh is considered one of the most influential media figures in American history and has played a consequential role in conservative politics since the Rush Limbaugh Show began in 1988. Boy, they gave him all those years, man. Do you understand how many years of hatred that is? That is 32 years. 32 years of hate. They gave him a platform to spew that rhetoric, to divide. Perched behind the golden EIB, Excellence in Broadcasting, that's what that stands for, y'all, microphone, Limbaugh spent over 3 decades as arguably both the most beloved and polarizing person in American media. Not both beloved and polarizing. They should have said both beloved and hated. The program that began 33 years ago on national syndication with only 51 radio stations grew to be the most listened to radio show in the United States. I said 32. I'm still thinking 2020. Okay. Airing on more than 600 stations, according to the show's website. Up to 27 million people tuned in on a weekly basis, and Limbaugh has lovingly referred to his passionate fan base as ditto heads, as they would often say ditto when agreeing with the iconic radio host. In his final radio broadcast of 2020, Limbaugh thanked his listeners and supporters, revealing at the same time that he had outlived his prognosis. To the day he died, he was in denial. I wasn't expected to live, to be alive today, he said. I wasn't expected to make it to October, and then to November, and then to December. And yet here I am, and today got some problems, but I'm feeling pretty good today. Limbaugh helped boost Trump's influence. Limbaugh helped boost Trump's influence in 2016 election simply by taking him seriously as a candidate when other established conservatives didn't want the former reality television star anywhere near the Republican Party. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what they're saying, fam. He's one of the first ones who took Trump serious. He took him seriously. This guy with this huge platform, he took Trump seriously. And because he had so much influence with the Republican Party, once he co-signed Trump, Fox had no choice but to jump on board. That's how he got Fox by the sack and just squeezed whatever he wanted to, because he always had Limbaugh in his corner. Many of Limbaugh's listeners eventually became Trump supporters, and the radio legend continued to defend Trump throughout his presidency, despite occasional disagreements. In the heat of the 2020 presidential election, Limbaugh hosted Trump in October for what was an unprecedented 2-hour radio rally, during which the president was virtually given control of the coveted golden microphone to answer questions from the host and his listeners. We can go on and on and on and on and on, fam, but you know what it is. I mean, this is one of those dudes you either love or you hate. Not difficult to figure out at all. Let's see what USA Today spin is. USA Today, they don't really do too much opinions. They just kind of like go straight up the middle. Yeah, same thing. They ain't really talking about nothing. But anyway, fam, going into the comments. Got me a troll. Now, why do we get rid of trolls? I mean, you gotta go. You gotta go. Trolls have no life over here, fam. Now, why do we get rid of trolls? Because trolls are hoes. Here we go. I love blocking them, especially when they don't know which one of them getting blocked. But then they all of a sudden look up and they refresh that page and see, he got me. See you later, sucker. Have a nice day in troll hell. That's that trigger finger. That's my troll trigger finger. Ah, ah. Topaz. Who was that? Topaz Richard. Topaz Richard. Lucinda Baxter, what's up? Andrew Augustus, what's up, Andrew? What's for lunch? I don't know. I don't know right this moment. I think I'll have a Happy Burger. Yeah, I haven't eaten at McDonald's in over 10 years. A Happy Meal sounds appropriate. I'll think about that. Mike Williams, what's up? Is that Arsenis? Arsenis Fit. Orsinus. I would say Orsinus. Arsenis. No, Orsinus. Boo E. Radley, what up? Boss M. Rush Limbaugh. Fam, if you're just not joining us, Rush Limbaugh has gone to the upper room. Sad day, fam. Sad day. Sad day. $70 years old. He didn't get that many days. I mean, 70 is decent, but you know, you got that kind of money, typically, you're able to stretch it out a little longer, even no matter what the prognosis is. A lot of times those type of dudes end up in their 80s and 90s. Ain't that crazy? So they want me to say something nice, fam, about dude. Why would I say something nice about him now that he's dead? And I never said anything nice about him when he was alive. Why? And another thing, I don't recall him ever saying anything nice about me. And I don't know why the people that support him coming on my platform. I don't like y'all. Why are y'all on my platform? What you over here for? I have nothing but pain for you over here. Ain't nothing over here but some pain. Why are you coming over here? I don't like y'all. I don't care to get along with y'all. I'm not going to be the one kissing your ass. I don't like you like that. I don't care to assimilate. I care to demonstrate. I don't care what you think. I don't care about pleasing you. Coming over here trying to see what we're talking about. Your opinion means nothing over here. What you have to say has zero influence. You have zero influence on this platform. Nothing you say matters. Nothing. Caleb Douglas, what's up? Absolutely. That's why they're over here. Yeah, they be coming over to the platform like somehow what they got to say gonna matter more than what the people who come here, who actually supports the platform has to say. Like, fool, your opinion means zero to me. Nothing. I care nothing about your opinion. It has zero weight over here. Be a man, he was worth 500 million for spewing hate. Let's see what the 500 million can do for him now. Well, you know, nice casket, you know, top of the line embalming fluid, you know. Yeah. Cooler suit, you know. Yeah. Okay, I'll say something nice about Rush Limbaugh. I'm gonna say something nice about it. His last name sounds like he can be canned to the Lamborghini family. What's up, John L? Janet Hawkins. What's up, Janet? If you're just not joining us, fam, Rush Limbaugh is no longer with us. Checked out today, surrounded by family and friends. I don't know if he was surrounded by family and friends, but his wife did make the announcement. So they always say that he passed today surrounded by family and friends, surrounded by loved ones. That dude stayed angry. He always had a scowl on his face, like always spewing hatred. Like he was always against Black people. Anything that the conservatives wanted to hear, that's what he told them. On one hand, I think that he believed the stuff that he was saying, but sometimes I wondered how much of that was he saying just to pander to the base. You have to wonder. Nadine M. Johnson coming through on the Cash App. Riley coming through on the Cash App. Willie Smith coming through on the Cash App. Chelsea Pace coming through on the Cash App. Appreciate y'all, fam. Complex Easy says, Rush claims the NBA are basically gangs. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he said that. What's up, Toya? What it look like? Black American Expat Radio. What up? So he confessed. Yeah, right. They say that too. He confessed to Christ at an early age. He joined the Mount St. Tabernacle around the block Church of God in Christ, where the Reverend Ethel, you know how sometimes they be having them dudes with them women name, where the Reverend Ethel M. McGrady is the pastor. Yeah, this is his death marks the absence of just one of the greatest hate spillers in the country. But they ain't gonna have no problem replacing them. There's so many of them. They got some, they won't have any problem replacing them. I mean, they won't have any problem replacing them. You know, they got 1,000 more of them, 1,000,000 more of them lined up, ready to replace him. Just like they won't have a problem replacing Trump. You got those out there, they know what works. They know that it's a hunger for that. So it's easy for somebody to look at that and say, that's my ticket. That's my ticket. I'm about to do the same thing and get paid. Robert the God. What up, Robert the God? Oh, hell, here we go. I don't like Rush, but fam, anytime somebody say something where they are like, where they basically will first and foremost like agree with the majority, and then they put a but, that means that they really don't agree with the majority. They really do support whatever other person or thing or entity that people are in disagreement of. I don't like Rush, but I will pray for his family. Where they get him from, fam? I will pray for his family because that he is someone's father, husband, son. He's important to someone despite his terrible nature on earth. I will pray for his grieving family. Man, where you at? Let me get the codes to your bank account. I'm sure you'll give them to me if I just tell you I'm down on my luck. In fact, give me the deed. You got a crib? You got a mortgage? Give me the deed, man. Give me the deeds. In fact, give me the keys to that house, man. Let me go inside your house and see what's in there that I want to take up out of there. You sound like you from heaven some damn well. how do these people say these type of things? How does a person mind even like compute something like that? This is a man that if you were on fire wouldn't spit on you. This same dude for 32 years at least on air, 33 years, have said things to make your life a living hell, has voted, has promoted everything that was detriments to your community, spewed a rhetoric that reinforced white supremacy. And you sit up there talking about, I'll pray for your family. And keep in mind, his wife who laid with him and nourished him, fed him, gave him children. You talk about praying for her? Where they get them from, fam? Where y'all come from? Who raised you? I don't understand it, fam. But this is why the fight is so hard. This is why it's so hard. That Stockholm Syndrome is real, fam. It's real. I guarantee you, if I were to die today and you go on Fox News on a thread where they're talking about me, it wouldn't be one person over there that's a fan of Fox News that would be over there talking about, well, you know, Willie D was somebody's son, somebody's father, somebody's cousin. You know, so I'm going to pray for him and his family. They don't do that. Do you understand how this thing goes? Do you understand why your lack of respect is so pervasive? Good God. Man. There will be no hugs for the murderer of my brother. There will be no forgiveness for attacks on my loved ones. I'm an American, red-blooded. I'm an American for real. I embody the American spirit of pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, working hard for what you want, and fighting to protect yourself and your loved ones and your property. I am an American, baby. Red-blooded, true, and blue. Yeah. I don't know any Americans, like real Americans, patriots, real patriots, who would have a problem with what I just said. See, love from the UK. Logan, what's up, Logan? Gail Jones, what it do? Janet Hawkins. Right, good point. Trump didn't moan for those caged kids, Brandy Coke, and neither did Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh never got on his show and expressed any kind of sympathy or empathy for any of those kids. But all of a sudden, because he's dead, everybody's supposed to mourn, like be sad and, you know, talk about him like he's a true hero. No. No, 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 no. I think that we preach our eulogy every day. Now, whatever we are, whatever we do, we got to be honest about it. So I'm not saying anything that's inconsistent with how Rush Limbaugh lived his life. I haven't told a lie. Now, so you may not like what I'm saying, but you can't say that I lied. You can't call me a liar. Everything that I'm saying can be documented. Well, not can be, it is. Everything I'm saying is documented. I'm not going to be all nice and have pretty words, and try to paint a picture of somebody different, like a whole new dude. I'm not going to create a whole new dude. Rush Limbaugh was who he was. And he had